Hello, I woke up in the night with my elbow and shoulder in absolute agony. In the elbow I just couldn't move at all, and now I can sort of bend it slightly, but I'm really struggling to move it. And it was just that kind of unbearable, sickening pain. So I had to get up. It's about 5 a.m. And what I'm doing is I'm just watching old episodes of The Apprentice on my new laptop and eating some beans on toast. I had to get Jamie to come and tell me where he keeps the bread and all the stuff, and get the beans on toast for me. Because I just never make my own food. It's just so draining on my energy, but it's annoying because I've got to go into university for 12 today. So I'm just going to go back to watching The Apprentice now. Bye. So now that it's light, it's about 9 a.m. I can see that the big freeze has gone, all the snow and ice has melted, except for my solitary little snow creature there. So that's really good for me to go into university, because I think I'd end up crashing my wheelchair if I tried to go on the ice. Good evening. So I went into university today, but because it was chucking it down with rain, I just couldn't risk taking my electric wheelchair out, because you can damage them if you take them out in the rain. So I ended up taking my little rollator, my walking frame I call it, like a wheeled thing with a seat that you sort of push along while you're walking and walk behind it and hold the handles to keep yourself up. So I took that with me, and I only had to really walk, I don't know, a few minutes to university from where the bus stop was, not very far. And I was using it, and I could just feel that I was tilting more and more to the side. And by the time I got onto the university campus, literally people, like everyone in the canteen had turned round and was staring at me and just watching me sort of like drag myself along, walking sideways, because I'd already dislocated my elbow, you know, this morning, and my shoulder and elbow had been really bad, and then my hips also bad on that side, so I ended up being like totally tilted down to the right side. Oh God, and it was like really awful. But it does show me that I do need to be using my electric wheelchair all the time, so at least I won't try it again. So just a short session at university today, and because of my extension I'm not really under any pressure to finish the work for a little while, so I am just waiting for Jamie to get back from work, and my mum's gone to bed early because she's going to drive me to London for my appointment tomorrow, and this is a really exciting appointment because it's the one at the specialist hypermobility and Ehlers Danlos clinic. I'm really optimistic that they can, you know, maybe just suggest things to my local doctors or physiotherapists or consultants, you know, to try and help me manage my EDS, because I feel there's a lot of things that I just don't know how to deal with that just aren't being managed. But I'm also a bit worried that they're just gonna you know, belittle me and refuse to believe what I'm saying and stuff, which is what's happened with most of the doctors I've seen so far over this, although I've noticed it happens a lot less since having my EDS diagnosis, as you'd expect, I guess. So anyway, I'm just in bed watching the final of The Apprentice. I mean, it's the only trashy thing I watch, but I love it. So I'm just gonna watch the rest of that, wait for Jamie to get home from work, and then get some sleep before I have to get up at 4:45 tomorrow to get to my appointment in London. So, good night.